And what's up, everybody? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm reviewing Dolphin Tale, released in 2011. It's based off of a true story of Winter the dolphin, who was paralyzed because she lost her tail, and a group of people that came together to get her a prosthetic and bring her back to health. This is another very highly critically acclaimed movie because of its true story and because of its very inspirational story. I had put off watching this movie for a really long time because I remember going into the theaters to watch it and crying my eyes out. And I don't like movies that make me cry. I don't like them. But since I had it on DVD, I did have to give it a watch. And I do have some thoughts on it, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? I like how at the very beginning we just see a DSI out of nowhere. The wild thing to put in the movie. And also high school drinking. Great. I also didn't like how the plot is set up for this movie. It's he just breaks in to the whatever it's called, the hospital place, the sanctuary, and nobody cares that he broke in. Cool. And also, why didn't he just explain to his mom that he was missing school? Like, I think if he had just explained it to her, she could have been more sympathetic to it. I don't know. I mean, she is pretty sympathetic to it anyways, but I don't know. It's kind of crazy that just like he just hides that from her. I don't know why he would do that. It is overall though pretty wholesome seeing him having fun with everybody, just kind of working there. Didn't really expect to see that with this movie, but it is kind of wholesome. They're just having a good time, living life and doing whatever. But I did know this movie has a very cliche arc with the brotherly character. In this case, it's his cousin, but a brotherly character who the main character looks up to, and something happens to him. In this case, not dying, thankfully, but getting injured in the military. I don't know that they do work that side plot in well, with the movie as a whole. On the other hand, the side plot that they don't work in well with the movie at all is is the main character having to go to summer school. I think that's a very, very dumb side plot that they could have very well gotten rid of or just not included at all. It's only a huge deal in the first quarter to like the halfway mark of the movie, and it's just completely unnecessary. Especially when there is very minimal conflict between the mom and the kid about the kid not going to summer school. So, what the fuck? Why does it? If there's no conflict, if there's no overarching like reason or conflict that drives throughout the movie, like, okay, maybe he was going to be forced to go back to summer school because otherwise he was going to fail. Maybe that's a way to include it. But no. The mom is just okay with the kid skipping, and then eventually it kind of works back in at the very end of the movie. It's a very unnecessary side plot. So to recap, do like the military brother side plot, do not like the summer school side plot. Just saying. I also just like how they just are. I like how they just say, "Oh, ignore bills and everything will be fine." No, that place should have been foreclosed not a long time ago. But because for movie plot, it's not. Best part of this movie, though, coming out of that really terrible summer school side plot and the fake ignoring bills part, Morgan Freeman. God, what a great actor he is. And he does an impeccable job in this movie. Love seeing Morgan Freeman. And I am very glad that once he's introduced, and he's introduced in the second half of the movie, but once he's introduced, he has a very prominent role in the movie. And it is very, very, very cool that very, very good job on Morgan Freeman's part. My favorite scene with Morgan Freeman has to be when he's talking to the military cousin, Kyle's his name, and he's going over kind of like motivating him and whatnot. That is one of my favorite scenes in the movie entirely, and definitely my favorite Morgan Freeman scene because it feels very natural. And because it's Morgan Freeman, it's done so well, and it works so well. I just really, 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 really like it. And then on top of that, they're trying to work as they're trying to work as they try to work Kyle back into the movie. Like I said, eventually it does work in well. I didn't see it going in as a very, very strong side plot, but they do work it in really, really well. But at the beginning, oh my god, that was hard to watch. Sawyer said probably the worst possible thing he could say to Kyle, which is, why would you care about any reason why you would want to leave the military? Or leave for the military, I mean. What did you think about us? That is the most selfish thing you could possibly say. I know you're voicing your grievances, and that's supposed to be kind of the whole plot setup here. But, just what the fuck? What? Jesus Christ. And the hurricane was stupid. How do you live in Florida? How the hell do you not prepare better for a hurricane? I know you're in dire need for money, but like, if they've been in Florida for a long time, that is already established at the beginning of the movie. You don't have better hurricane preparations. Like, they were starting to hunker down as the storm was starting to roll in. Okay. But at the end of the movie, they do tie it back with a really nice overall message. They, like inspirational story. And the part that got me at the end was the end credits scene with the real life footage of the event, of like the events that sparked this movie. And also kind of like, with the paralyzed kids and the paralyzed other people too, like veterans and whatnot. That was a really cool thing that they did at the end of the movie, and I really, really like that. So that part got me a little bit. Not gonna lie, kind of shed a couple tears. I was not expecting to, but I did. I guess I kind of was expecting to, but I thought by the end of the movie I would be fine, and then they got me when I was caught off guard at the last possible point. And overall, I mean, I know I shit on a lot of points about this movie, and there are some really dumb points. But I had pretty low expectations coming into this movie, and I gotta say, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad of a movie. I really didn't mind it at all. It's not a great movie. I'm gonna give it a 6. I actually kind of enjoyed it. It has a good overall message. There's some really wholesome points in the movie. They do tie some really nice side things in there and tie all the characters in pretty well, again, outside of the summer school plot. But otherwise, I think it works out pretty well. So, anyways, that's going to do it for this movie review. If you've seen Dolphin Tale, I'd love to know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. And that's going to do it for this video as well. Stay tuned for much more amazing content, including more movie reviews and other awesome stuff. And until next time, see you guys later. Goodbye.